Durability is certainly one of the cornerstones of what Lunar Nameplate Industries is all about, and we've built 50 years of reputation on that. It covers things like safety information, important information that needs to be retained on labels and nameplates and badges. It also needs to facilitate repeat purchase, so you want your brand and your logo to really outlast the product that it's going on. Australia is a really harsh climate, and as we all know, it's UV can be pretty extreme. So, that's one of the real challenges, is to create branding products like labels and badges and nameplates that will withstand Australia's harsh climate. Well, durability covers all sorts of things, and probably the primary one is resistance to UV or fading. And it's not just UV, but it is things like salt spray. It is things like humidity. They can all be bad for labels and nameplates. It covers resistance to scratching or abrasion, as we call it. You don't want your important information, easily scratched off. And you also want it resistant to certain chemicals and certain cleaning products, depending on the market that you're in. And that's very, very important too, so that it doesn't easily rub off. And there's no other way to do it than the two ways that we do. We have customers that demand that we do it, particularly in automotive and defence. And there's two key ways. One is outdoor exposure, and we use the Alunga Outdoor Exposure Lab, which is in Queensland. And you can put product up there and samples of product up there for 2 years with periodic test reporting on how your test samples are going. And that's a very extreme climate. Obviously, it's very hot. It has low humidity, has high humidity, low rainfall, high rainfall, depending on which times of the year we're talking. So it goes up there for a 2-year period. The other way of doing it, it's because sometimes customers don't have 2 years to wait, and you can do that artificially, and that's through accelerated weatherability, generally in a xenon arc testing chamber. And we use an external lab to do that for us, and that will simulate 2 years exposure by cycling through high UV, high rain, low rain, salt spray, no salt spray, different humidity levels, and then they will also report against that periodically over the period of the test time, and that's usually about 3 months. Probably the key one is fading or colour fastness, so that's the primary one. But along with that, you also get things like image clarity, you get salt spray, humidity, high heat, low heat, and it all gets done at certain time frames. And then in addition to that, this lab will also do other things for us too, like abrasion testing, tensile strength, adhesive strength, as well as flammability testing. So we go through all these different things that are required to validate the product, to ensure that it's fit for purpose. Often automotive customers will want us to validate our products against one of their specs or specifications, as they call it. So that's typical with the automotive companies, also typical in defence. So we go through that as a requirement, but we also do it ourselves. Not long ago, we completed a full 2-year exposure test at Alunga in Queensland, and we tested a whole range of products that we typically sell into the market. And we're not necessarily just looking for products that pass. We're also putting products up there that we know are going to fail within that 2-year period. We want to know when they fail and why they fail. So that's important for us to understand too. We've got customers that we're still dealing with that we first got an order from 20 or 30 years ago, and they're still on board. We don't know of too many of our competitors that go to the lengths that we do, and we just want to be absolutely confident that when we recommend a product that it's going to do the job, that we've got actually validated data to back that up. Our whole focus really is just satisfying the customer at the end of the day.